Hi everyone, it's Rax, bringing you another Thorns solo clear. This one is much higher. This one is clearing GR123 for rank 10. I wish I would have opened a way higher key because we could have done much higher on this clear with this amazing riff that we got. And you may notice I'm recording on a different setup because I'm back in my home state staying with a friend for a little bit. But anyway, let me take you into this clear and I'll wipe the audio and I'll record over it to kind of explain to you exactly what I was doing and how to get it down. Alright everyone, let's see how this goes. Alright, we're given Festering Woods, which is the best map in the entire game. So what I need to look for is a yellow that I can command on that won't kill himself. So this yellow has Frozen, and Frozen and Jailer are the two affixes that murder you and murder the yellows in 2 seconds. So this guy is not a good command target. But I find a pylon. Let's look at this yellow. No Frozen, no Jailer. That's a beautiful target to command on. And now our Bone Ringer stacks are going to stack and stack and stack on that yellow as we kite him through the rift. And we want all the other elites around him to kill themselves, and any trash as well that attack the skellies as we walk around are eventually just going to start one-shotting themselves. You can see how fast that first yellow killed itself that had Frozen. I guess now is time for a shameless plug. Please go follow me on Twitch, like Kappa420. Alright, so moving along here, we've got a good trash pack. I have to make sure that that yellow follows. If he doesn't, then my Bone Ringer stacks are going to fall off. And let's just see what we can find here. To go over my skills quickly, I command skeletons on the target on my right click. On the left click, I have the Frailty Curse, which kills monsters that drop below a certain percentage. On skill number 4 is another curse that I put, and every enemy standing in that little pool heals me. That's what keeps my health up as I just try to dodge all of these affixes. The skill in number 3 is Bone Armor. It keeps me alive and it can stack up to 15 stacks because I'm wearing a Wisdom of Kalan amulet for more tankiness. If we die, we lose our Bone Ringer stacks, which is going to severely nerf our damage, so it's not an option. In number 2, we have the Bone Golem, which not only procs our Chrisman Sentence, but helps gather up all the monsters and helps move them. And number 1, Devour, gives us more health and brings our essence back after cursing. Well, the RN Jesus has blessed us with a conduit pylon. This rift has went from great to tremendous now. It's making me wish I had pulled a higher key. Now I'm going to run forward. I run forward a little bit too far, but what I'm looking for is an elite to bring back. I'm trying to be greedy and bring more elites back to the conduit, because we have 3 elites right now, and now when I activate the conduit there will be a 4th, and I'm wondering, can I be even greedier and find another elite? But I decide it's not worth it. I decide 4 is enough, and I need to bring them back to the conduit to electrocute them all down. Now, after the conduit, I have a very big decision to make. I'm assuming I've explored most of this map. I don't think it's going to go on forever. And if there isn't very much trash left, maybe after this conduit I should just go next map. But we're going to have to make that decision going forward based on what we see. So I just want to gather everything up here and then eventually pop the conduit, and let's see if we can get all 4 of these elites down. There we go. And this is potentially a good lesson in when you see the conduit, it's not necessarily the right play to just pop it immediately. This gave me an entire extra elite to get down. And maybe in hindsight I could have explored the entire map to see if there was anything else, but you have to live with the decisions that you make. I think 4 elites is definitely worth it. Okay, now let's see if we should stay and how much map is exactly left. So let's see what we find. Oh, it gave me a conduit and a power on a festering woods. That is pretty outrageous. And this yellow doesn't have frozen, it doesn't have jailer, and it has shielding. This literally must be my birthday. But what I need to do is I need to explore the rest of the map and potentially bring any other elites back to the power. So let me go to the end of the map. Oh, as I thought, there isn't that much left. And I don't really find too much, but I find some trash. So I will take the time to bring the little bit of trash forward. And now what I'm hoping for, I'm hoping when I pop the power that the elite has frozen or jailer. Because hopefully with a couple bone ringer stacks on this little wasp, and that was a very bad golem. I'm bringing everything the wrong way. I want them to come the other way. But hopefully with the bone ringer stacks on this wasp and the power pylon, we can one-shot this yellow if it has frozen or jailer. Let's see what happens. And he has jailer. Okay, let's see how much damage this does. Try to watch that yellow's health. Boom, there's the jailer, and he's dead. Unbelievable. This is an incredible rift. And if you look at the fly over here, the fly, much to my surprise, is also murdering itself. It's almost dead. I did not expect that. But it just goes to show you, with some bone ringer stacks and power pylon, what is possible. Let's go stand in this Oculus ring. And he's gone. What an incredible floor. And of course, that trash is not worth it. My bone ringer stacks are gone. My power pylon is gone. It's time to leave. Not the best map in the world, but I think we can make anything work here. Now, this yellow has, what does it have? Well, I got a shield pylon, so I can get another yellow. It's got Vortex Frozen Desecrator, is that correct? This guy, Orbiter Illusionist, Knockback, Arcane Enchanted, something like that. So it looks like the one that's better to command on is the one that came from the pylon, because the other one has frozen. Now I'm looking at my bar on the right side. Will 2 yellows and this little bit of trash be enough? I can't tell. It looks very, very close to me. So I'm going to be greedy and I'm going to run around and I'm going to get as much trash as I possibly can. Might as well. Just to ensure that we're going to win here. But again, we can't run too far because then our skeletons won't be commanded anymore. As I try to figure out how to break the barricade, I use my golem. The door boss, the barricade boss, always a real problem for Necros. Alright, now all we got to do is sit around and get this trash down, let the bone ringer stacks go to infinity. And much to my shock, the elite that I did not think would kill itself has killed itself. Just goes to show you that I should have pulled a higher key. These elites are killing themselves way too easily. So at this point, I just command on a random target. That would be better than commanding on the elite, because the elite is going to kill itself with another frozen. So we just are buying our time. We just need to get some trash down. We want the frozens to come out. There they come out. And that's the end of that elite. 95%, grab the globes. 97, 98, there we are. Let's see who we have. We have Ember. I'll tell you, I get Ember more than any other Guardian. He's pretty good. So anyway, what we want to do is, after he spawns his meteors, we want to stun him with our Bone Golem. That procs our Chrisman Sentence and stops him from moving. And then he takes massive damage. Other than that, his meteors can't kill me. The only thing that can kill me are his little explodey ads that he spawns. So I'm just waiting for them to spawn, and all I need to make sure I do is I dodge them. So I go stand over here, they explode, and back to Ember, rinse and repeat. And once again, I use my Bone Golem whenever he casts his meteor to freeze him in place. Now, I don't know what stunned him there. Maybe it was Jandar, the Templar. Not sure what stunned him there, but it wasn't me. That would have been a great meteor because it was on the physical rotation as well. That one was on the physical rotation as well. You can see they're really starting to hurt. And from here, it's just a tank and spank. That was very, very poor. I let that monster hit me a little bit. Should not have done that. Don't risk that. Stay away from the ads. Better than that. But as the Bone Ringer stacks to infinity, Ember is going to eventually just start one-shotting himself, and we have so much time. Again, should have pulled a higher key. But this will give us a top 10 placing, which is pretty nice, and we will go much, much higher at the end of the season. This build is just so much fun to play. There's just something satisfying about walking around and just watching everything kill itself, and you don't even have to do anything. But the playstyle is pretty unique. There's a lot of things you have to pay attention to. It's a pretty cerebral spec, so overall this Rift was absolutely amazing. So as Ember continues to murder himself, let me thank you all for watching. I love Necros this season. I'll be making more guides. I have a video guide coming out on how to kill every single boss with Thorns. The only two bosses I've never gotten are Tethris and Binder. Just wait until I get that footage and then that video will go up. And we'll be making many more guides on rats and metas and other videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching.